Welcome. I'm so excited you guys are all here again, if it's your second time. I am very excited to announce this speaker. As soon as we were discussing who we were going to invite to speak about their success, Naomi came to mind. She joined us as a challenger and went all in 100% with her husband, who you're going to see pictures of and who's here today also. Together they've lost over 100 pounds since August. She was here at her first event in January, 3 months ago, and decided that she wanted to be on the diamond wall. And if you look there in the second row in the blue shirt, she is there. So she's not only taken her own transformation seriously, but she's helped so many other people to do the same and helped so many other people to build their business. So I'm so happy to have you here with us and so excited to announce Naomi.
So, you can't wish for it, you need to work for it. A quote that has stuck with me since I started with Beachbody. Let me tell you, when I came to my first Super Sunday, which was only a couple months ago, here at the Long Beach Hotel, I was an Emerald coach, and I looked over at that diamond table, and I told myself I was going to have my picture on there next time. A little background info on me. I've pretty much been overweight most of my life. Starting around the age of 6 or 8, I began to pack on the extra weight. Going back to when my parents owned a hobby shop and there was a pizzeria right next door. Let's just say I had pizza every day after school, or sometimes Roy Rogers, which was across the street. Throughout my school years, I struggled with my weight. It finally hit me when I went to college that I needed to do something about the way I looked and felt. As a result, my friend and I started working out and I began to see results. Having a friend to help me stay accountable led me to a good weight loss. However, when she wasn't there, I wouldn't be working out. And quickly, the weight started to come back on. A couple years later, grad school came and I had plenty of free time. Yes, free time. I was at the gym once or twice a day, and I also had a personal trainer. Again, an accountability partner. I began riding my bike on the boardwalk. I'd say I was working out around 2 hours a day and got myself into great shape. But then life really started. I met my now husband, and I got a job teaching. I started spending a lot less time at the gym, and the weight started creeping its way back on. I had a Crohn's attack, which landed me in the hospital. They sent me home on a heavy dose of steroids, and my weight shot up to 200 pounds. A year later, I was pregnant with my first son, gaining 70 pounds during that pregnancy. After he was born, 40 pounds naturally came off after a few weeks. Then I started doing Weight Watchers. But since you're allowed to eat processed foods and McDonald's burger was only 5 points, I was set up to fail. Next, I tried the Dukan diet, but it didn't allow me to have any carbs. I was able to shed 20 pounds from that diet, total loss of 60 pounds from the first pregnancy. About 3 years later, I was pregnant again, and this time I gained about 80 pounds. After the birth of my second son, I was at a weight of 279 pounds. Some came off naturally, and of course I went back to the Dukan diet again. I lost some weight, bringing me back down to 229 pounds. But I was seriously still overweight. I had no energy. I had no self-confidence. I was embarrassed to be in pictures with my family. I had 2 beautiful children. They're adorable. And a husband that loved me. But I didn't have any confidence. And I despised the reflection I saw in the mirror. Which takes us to the moment I decided to take a chance on Beachbody. So I was sitting scrolling through Facebook, and there it was. Melissa's sweaty selfie. I admired her. She was positive and motivating. Truly, she inspired me. I loved all her posts about being healthy, being grateful, being fit, and overall, being in a good place with herself and her body. I wanted to feel just an ounce of that confidence and drive that she had. So that day I paused as I stared at her sweaty selfie, and I made the decision to try. It all starts with the decision to try. I said to myself, it's $140. Try it. If it doesn't work, no worries. But if it does, If it works, it's going to change my life. So I started my first Beachbody program, 21-day fix. Holy cow, did that first week hurt. I literally couldn't get off my playroom floor. Oh my God, surrenders? Were you trying to kill me, Autumn? I got to know Kat, the modifier, pretty well. She was my best friend throughout that program. The challenge group played a really important role in my success as well. I held myself accountable to all of the members in there. I worked out and posted every day. I was never someone who posted all the time, so this was out of my comfort zone. But as I learned along the way, the best things happen when you step outside your comfort zone. I set several mini goals, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, and I've hit each one of them. I've almost reached my big goal of being down to 175 pounds. At the time I made these goals, I thought I'd be happy being 175 pounds, but I really would have loved to have been back down to 145, which was the weight I was when I met my husband. It was a scary goal, so I didn't think it was realistic. But as I get closer to 175, I know 145 pounds is totally reachable. I mentioned I started my own personal fitness journey back in July. One weekend in August, I said to my son, "Go ask Daddy if he wants to work out with me." His response, "I'm married. I don't need to work out." Little did he know, Mommy was about to become a Beachbody coach, and he too would join the Beachbody community. When I was about to purchase my next challenge pack, Melissa tried telling me about the discount I could get if I became a coach. Wait, hold on a second. Did she just ask me to become a coach? Was she crazy? I'm not gonna lie, it took me over a week to finally say yes and understand it was just for the discount. But I was skeptical. Like, why would they just offer me a discount? What am I really signing up for? I'll never be an actual coach. Who was I to help someone else? Lastly, I thought, I don't have a beach body. I signed up as a coach, but just for the discount. And I had no intentions of ever becoming a Beachbody coach. For a few months, I didn't even consider the idea of coaching, but that all changed pretty quickly. I was crushing my goals, and people were noticing the change, including my husband, who decided to join the 21-day fix program. Let me just say, first thing they noticed was the weight loss. But each time they told me how great I looked, the first thing I would tell them is how great I felt. Yes, I started with the main goal, being weight loss, but man, oh man, the best feeling in the world is the feeling I get from working out and eating healthy. Even though the idea of running my own challenge group was scary, it started to intrigue me. Plus, they were gonna pay me, like real money for helping other people. A couple of friends started asking me about what I was doing, so it just naturally started happening. I made my first post, my first before and after picture. I came out as a Beachbody coach. I was blown away by the amount of positive feedback I was receiving. I had people message me that they wanted to start a program with me, and so began my first challenge group. Who would have thought I'd be running a challenge group? People would be coming to me for support and motivation. Definitely not me a few months earlier. My motto, no excuses. I tell my challengers all the time, today's a new day. You can't change yesterday. So remember your goals and work for them every single day. This journey has really helped my entire family. My husband and I have completed several Beachbody programs, 21-day fix, fix extreme, P90X3, hammer and chisel, and now we're in the middle of 22-minute hardcore. We have been crushing our goals, motivating and inspiring each other to keep pushing. Since July, I've lost 47 pounds, and my husband, 65 pounds. Luckily, he no longer needs to take his acid reflux medicine. Our children see us working out every day. And our older son, Greg, who's almost 5, asks for his own kid workout. So I got him the Shaun T workout DVD. It's fun, it's cute. He really loves it. Most importantly, he's been eating better. Around the same time I started these programs, his pediatrician told us we needed to see a nutritionist for him. Honestly, I did not want some doctor telling me my 4-year-old needed to be on some strict diet. Because I was eating healthier, he began to eat healthier too. I would have never thought to give him rotisserie chicken or hard-boiled eggs, but he saw us eating them and he wanted to try them too. The more healthy foods I brought into the house, the more he wanted to try. He still eats like a typical toddler, but when I ask him what he wants in his snack bag for school, he always says turkey roll-ups. He's lost 6 pounds from eating healthier. Doesn't mean he doesn't eat chicken nuggets and pizza. It's just a lot more balanced now. I get to run around with my kids, get up off the floor without being in pain or holding on to something to get me up. My family is healthier, and all because I made the decision to try. Let me just tell you guys, we are part of an amazing team. These women that I speak with daily through group chats, Zoom calls, Facebook page, they are all strong, powerful, motivating women that continue to build each other up and strive for the best, not just for themselves, but for each other. They make me push harder for myself and as a coach. Surround yourself with positive people and you too will reach your goals. Since I became a coach, I've hit Success Club every month. I am changing lives. Not just my own, but my family's, friends, and friends of friends. I am proud to stand in front of you all today and say that I have made many of my dreams a reality due to the Beachbody programs and community. As I mentioned when I began my speech, a few months ago I made a promise to myself that at the next Super Sunday, I would have my picture on the diamond table. Well, I am proud to say my thoughts became my reality. Just last week, I became a diamond coach. Thank you to my husband. Thank you to my husband, my coach Melissa, my team Inspire ladies, my challengers, for all of your support, and for all of you in the audience, just remember, dream big.